So we're starting to get into understanding about pain, about discomfort, and there'll be many more opportunities for us to be talking about that. But this is the beginning. And in this segment, I'll be talking about pain, inflammation, its connection to pain. So, what is pain? There are many forms of pain that involve inflammation, either local or systemic. So let's take simple pain and injury, something that we all understand. There's a chain of events that happens in your immune system known as the inflammatory cascade. And this gets triggered when you get injured. And we all know this. You bump into something, there's a bruise. And this process starts with pro-inflammatory hormones that call out for your white blood cells to clean up damaged tissues and clear out infections. So if we cut ourselves, we get help from our body. This is what causes the redness, swelling, and pain we often see with injury. Now, I know that we're going to be talking about something more complicated than a basic injury, but I wanted to start with a type of discomfort that we all know. The inflammation is caused by a massive buildup of these immune system armies that come in. And the main purpose of inflammation is protect the body from invading viruses, bacteria, and antigens. So we need this process. It's the way that the immune system attacks and surrounds anything that the body deems to be harmful. And as we know with MS, our bodies can get confused about what's harmful and what's not harmful, and that's one of the major problems with MS. Inflammation is like a burner on your gas stove. Kind of just can be adjusted in many different ways. So the flame of a burning fire, for those of us who still have gas stoves, can help us cook or keep warm. But it can also hurt if we get our hand too close to the burning flame. Our body's own internal fire that we all know about when we've had a fever, that fire that gets turned up in our body to kill things off, that's where our fever comes from. It has the power to heal, but this inflammation also can cause us pain. So local injuries, infections cause our body to turn the flame up very high, as we've talked about. Sometimes if you've hurt yourself and you can touch the area where you're hurt, you can feel it warm. I sprained my ankle and it was melting the ice that I was putting on it. It was so hot. But unregulated stress can also cause systemic or chronic inflammation. And that's what we're talking about. And that's one of the reasons I wanted you to get a lot of information about stress management. With systemic or chronic inflammation, our bodies keep the burner on simmer even when we're not suffering from an injury. So you know, if you're cooking something, even if you keep the flame really low, eventually it will burn what's there and may destroy your pot. So we don't want to keep that inflammation going. And with chronic stress, we will get chronic inflammation. I will talk a lot more about this, but I wanted you to have that basic understanding.